Hello, air signs Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini. This is a general message for air signs. If it resonates with you, take what does, leave what doesn't. If it don't fit, don't force it, just relax and let it go. Now, air signs, this is going to be a spread on how does he or she really feel about you. Okay? Now, the first card is the past situation, okay? But I can see with the Four of Pentacles here, reverse, that somebody here is shedding the old, letting go of people and things that no longer serve them, okay? Some of you are actually going through some financial loss, okay? It could even be that you're ready to let go of people, possessions, or situations, or past issues. Okay? You may be releasing the toxic people or situations that are no longer healthy for you by shedding the old issues or letting go of regrets or fears, because for some of you, you've definitely gone through some financial loss, especially with the family. Okay? Some of you could have been with a Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, mother figure here. Okay? There's definitely somebody's letting go. Could be a Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer. I'm seeing Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus. But somebody's definitely that you loved or was using their intuition and then said, let go, let God. Okay? Or for somebody here, I'm hearing, the Four of Pentacles reverse can also indicate that you're having stopped trying to control people or situations and approaching things with a more relaxed and open attitude. That's for somebody, okay? Now, the reason why you're letting go is because of all this Five of Wands conflict here, okay? Somebody could have put you in a situation where you was competing for somebody's attention, okay? It could have been a lot of fights and disagreements here. Could have been with a Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, okay? But it seems like it was a fight for affection here, okay? There could have been a lot of jealousy going on. Somebody was feeling envious of the other person. Somebody wasn't feeling worthy. Or somebody was just trapped in conflict here, okay? Because for some of you, though, the Five of Wands often ones of conflict which may not appear so dangerous at the time. However, though, jealousy can soon turn ugly here, air signs. If you're the victim of someone else's envy, this is good. It means you're doing something right. However, though, if you're the one that's hating on others, this could spell trouble. And if you're not there challenging, if you're not challenging, speak now. If you're not channeling your emotions correctly here, air signs, in some cases, this Five of Wands will appear as an advantage if the atmosphere of competition is working in your favor. But if someone feels as though they have to work hard for you, they're not going to be as keen on taking you for granted. So some of you right now might need to take your power back, okay? Because for somebody here with this Five of Wands, I don't know, something to do with wards, okay? Somebody here could be in a situation where this could be an obstacle, okay? This means that you're going to have to fight for attention, affection, or authority here. You might start to feel a little envious or jealous of other people. You will be worried that you're not worthy here of the things you are striving to obtain here, air signs. But in some cases, this Five of Wands will pop up as a negative if you feel that you're trapped in conflict because of negative environment. You will begin to second guess yourself because it seems like you don't know whether or the effort which you're putting in is going to be paying off. And this makes a successful conclusion for this matter much less certain, because for some of you right now, the conflict you're having after letting go could be with an earth sign, okay, or a fire sign. But with the Knight of Cups in the present situation, and that's turned out reverse, okay? Because the Knight of Cups is usually represents somebody who's devoted, committed partner coming into your life, or your current partner becoming more faithful. But this card signifies someone who's focused on their romantic relationship but can suffer from love burnout. It could also indicate someone who is in love with you and wants to show affection through some form of romantic gesture, okay? But when it's reversed, this is definitely somebody here who's wearing rose tinted glasses, feeling like it's too good to be true the way this person's coming across here, because it's usually somebody here that's not only got you but also got somebody else on the side that you may need to look over your shoulder, okay? This is somebody here who the lover can be slightly overprotective and maybe slightly obsessed with you, okay? Because while this may not bother you now here, air sign, it will eventually, the novelty will wear off, okay? As not a person that really cares, it's the person that's trying to control you. Because finally, the Knight of Cups can also appear as an obstacle. I have to take a drink, I think I'm talking that much. Yeah, it could be an obstacle, okay? But if you worry that a situation or person is too good to be true here, air signs, if you have these worries, they may cause you to not enjoy the situation or to think and act negatively. So do not do this. Enjoy your circumstances. But there's also letting you know though, somebody here is wearing a mask, okay? You're dealing with somebody here, especially with this King of Wands here who's showing up reversed like this, okay? You're dealing with somebody who enjoys attention, does what he wants, can be an extremist, just sees things in black and white, and he always thinks he's right no matter what, okay? This is how this person, him or her, is, his thoughts on the situation are, okay? They're probably looking at the situation now like somebody here could be showing some form of weakness, okay? You or someone else in your life always thinks that they're right here, okay? This person can be an extremist and is, like I said, only sees things in black and white. This is a black and white thinker, okay? For some of you though, this King of Wands also is somebody here who likes to be in control. Somebody here who's a bit of a control freak. This is somebody here that probably just coming in and out your life for sex, okay? That's his thought on it. He just wants to be a player, just wants to have fun, okay? This is somebody who's wearing a mask and leading a double life, alright? Now, when it concerns how this person actually, because it's showing you here, this past situation you was having a lot of conflict with this person. In the present situation, it's showing you here that someone's being a player, okay? This is somebody here who likes to actually see more than one person to start off romancing you. Before you know it, they're in and out your life, okay? Now, the Fool here, this is what the person thinks about you here, okay? Because the Fool usually speaks about some form of addiction, fun, manic, somebody wanting a new beginning, someone being spontaneous, okay? This is somebody who wants a new beginning for the better, okay? But somebody could be lacking discipline or lacking some form of restraint. They could have some wild behavior, okay? Or addictions, or going through some mental health, okay? But there seem to be problems and issues around this person, okay? And that's how they think of you, okay? They either think that, oh, you got some form of addiction, or you got some mental health problems, or you got problems and issues. That's how the person's kind of thinks of you, okay? How they feel about you is another matter. But right now, when it concerns what they think about you, this Fool, he usually speaks about new beginnings. The angels want you to know that you're experiencing a transitional period in your life right now here, air signs. You need to expect changes in your love life, your career, your friendship, or your family. But you need to take risks by trying something new and following your heart, because your angels warn against indecisiveness here, air signs, but they do not promise success. Journey down this road without hesitation and see where it leads, okay? But you're just taking a risk. Somebody's going to take a risk here, okay? Because for somebody here, though, if you are wondering how a potential partner feels about you, the Fool is rather neutral, okay? This person doesn't have ill intentions towards you here, but it doesn't feel like this person wants to settle down with it anytime soon, okay? They're out for a good time here, air sign. Therefore, your future with this individual cannot yet be guaranteed one way or the other, okay? This is due to a lack of consideration here, because it seems like your lover may be leading you on a unintentionally or on a more positive note. The Fool means to see you as someone who's fun to be around, okay? That's for somebody. Just want to have fun. That's how they're seeing you at the moment, or that's what they think of you, that you're a person that they can have fun with. But this is causing some form of conflict in the past here, because some of you are walking away from this, alright? Because with the Three of Wands here, and it's turning up reverse like this, okay? Especially when you're coming out from the Fool, it represents lack of restraints and discipline, okay? Perhaps you'll go through a period when you run from your responsibilities here, air signs. Maybe your love interest is the one doing the running here, but somebody here is going to be coming out of this situation, okay? Because that's how they see it. They're just in for the fun right now. You're dealing with a player, okay? The Three of Wands here showing up like this. It usually speaks about teamwork and opportunity, often related to work or business. It advises exploring the unfamiliar territories for opportunities and working in teams to achieve goals. But the card does suggest a significant trade and commerce here, possibly on an international scale. However though, working with people you don't like could be a challenge as well, because it seems like with this Three of Wands reversed like this, you could be working with people you don't even like to work with, okay? You could have a boss that you don't respect, okay? But for somebody here though, the Three of Wands is also letting you know, especially when it's reversed, you're definitely having to work with others who you're not happy with, okay? Some of you, if you do not want to, you're deciding that you're no longer waiting. This could be a baby father, a father figure, okay? Somebody that, uncle, brother, but some of you are no longer waiting, okay? Some of you have decided that you're going to move on, because this Three of Wands here, you may be suggesting someone wanted third party involvement, okay, with this person here. Knight of Cups here reverse, okay, you may need to look over your shoulder here, okay. Someone's trying to add some variety to the relationship. But the Three of Wands could also indicate an opportunity for clarity regarding your lover's feelings right now, okay, because they just see you as fun. For somebody, you're going to have to put up with people which you do not like, okay? There will be people in your social circle on which you will not be a fan of, okay? Especially when it concerns this Emperor here. Because this is what they want. They want to control you here, okay? Or this person could be quite ambitious. They could be wanting to assist you, but they want some authority over you here. This could even be a male relative, okay? That's seeking power over you. But this could end up being a power struggle here, air signs, because this domineering male, okay, may be trying to manipulate you, control you, okay? You might need to turn to a male for assistance regarding somebody here that could be being a player, because you do have choices here. Because this person wants to control you, okay? They might have interest in you, but they want to actually dominate you, alright? With the Seven of Cups, what you need to know about this person is they got options here, okay? You're dealing with somebody who likes to control the situation, okay? This person could be standing in your way of achieving your goals here, alright? Because I'm seeing Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. So I'm seeing fire, water, and air, okay? You'll know if you got this in your chart or you're dealing with somebody with this in your chart. But some of you, this 7 of Cups here, okay, represents the decisions with many valid options but limited time that you got to make a decision in, okay, because you're going to get some bad news that you're going to have to move quickly, alright. The card is neutral. It's neither positive nor negative, but it's a sign of manifestation and a comfortable lifestyle. However, nothing is guaranteed, like I said here, okay? Especially when you're stepping out in faith here, okay? And the future may be uncertain, so you might be requiring wise decision-making skills. If it appears as a challenge, though, it does indicate a tendency to get overwhelmed and confused, some of you, especially when you receive bad news, okay? Because for somebody here, somebody had to make a choice. Some of you could have made bad choices in the past and you want to change that decision by walking away from people and things that no longer serve you. Some of you could be experiencing some kind of confusion, okay? Or fearing that you're going to choose wrongly here. But for somebody though, you will be making some good choice, okay? Because you're going to have options here. And you're going to be happy with the choice you're going to be making. But there's somebody here, the advice I'm trying to tell you, you're going to get some bad news with this Page of Swords here, reversed like this, okay? For somebody, this 7 of Cups here, it could indicate a choice in a relationship where you could end up getting some bad news, okay? For somebody, it could also mean a lover. Could be at your lover's beck and call here, or somebody that you love beck and call. It doesn't even have to be a father figure, it could be a brother or uncle, but it's a male figure, or even a boss, but it's somebody that's very controlling and very manipulative, okay? Somebody, because you're doing so much for somebody here, like being there for their beck and call, your air signs, it's causing them to not prioritize you here, okay? And if you're wondering how they're feeling, it does imply uncertainty, okay? Some of you could be getting some bad news, or you could be given some bad news, okay? Your advice is to kind of listen to some form of gossip, okay? For some of you though, with the 7 of Cups here, and then clarified with the Page here, it could signify that the fact that you're not very good at making decisions, you have made choices in the past which you have lived to regret, and you do not want history to repeat itself for somebody here. But for some of you, it could also indicate that you serve yourself up as an option here, air signs. People can pick you up and put you down when they feel like it, because you do this. You are not treated as though you are a priority, because this is how you're allowing people to treat you, to pick you up, coming out of your life when they feel like it, speak to you in a disrespectful way for somebody here, because somebody is gossiping. Some of you could be dealing with a monitoring spirit here, okay? This is somebody here who's gossiping with ill intent. It spies on people for the benefit of others. So somebody's spying, okay, for somebody else's benefit, okay? Somebody that's in a third party situation here. For some of you though, somebody's watching and judging everybody else, or they spend too much time watching and judging everybody else here. This could even be yourself or somebody you're dealing with. But for somebody though, they certainly have noticed your existence, this person. If you're not yet a couple, They have considered what it would be like to be in a partnership with you. But then, it's like I'm saying, but this person seems to be a player here, air signs. However, though, there is a chance that an individual who is around them is negatively impacting their view of you here. Someone may be in their ear, giving them false information. This will cause your lover or potential lover to blow hot and cold and distance themselves from you, okay? That's what I'm saying. 1 minute they're alright, 1 minute they're not, okay? 1 minute they're contacting you, and next minute they're ghosting you. But you got here the Knight of Swords here as the outcome, okay? But the Knight of Swords, it does also speak about death, military, destruction, confidence, quick moving, self-assured and aggressive, okay? Somebody fears, if it's not you, then you could be dealing with somebody like this, okay? It seems like your confidence is going to improve once you made a choice regarding, could even be somebody that's younger than you, that's very immature, okay? Because you're realizing that somebody here is being very destructive. It can be a bully you're dealing with here, okay? That's causing a lot of conflict. Somebody who wants to handle their conflict with their fist here, okay? Somebody who's very, very violent, okay? Anger management issues I'm hearing for somebody, okay? You're going to have to move quickly from this person when this bad news comes in. That's for somebody, okay? Because right now, I'm looking at this situation where some of you have woken up and decided to let go, let God, okay? Because you realize this person here was having no respect for you, okay? And treating you like an option. Yeah. You need to trust in process though. Trust the process of the relationship and don't rush for any answers. And that's what some of you did, and that's where in the past there was a lot of conflict, okay? Because when it comes to the present situation, some of you feel it's the real story. The true story will come to light though regarding this person being a player, okay? Because for some of you right now, this fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, their thought on this situation is just to come in and out of your life, okay? Just could even be for sex. So somebody is carrying some silent resentment here. There could be unexpressed feelings or dissatisfaction or simmering beneath the surface. Yeah, this person's not happy, okay? Even in the choices they've made, alright? What he thinks about you here, they might want to step out in faith, but somebody here, there's rumors going around, okay? A rumor has flying in your circle right now, and it could be regarding somebody here who wants to step out in faith, because how they feel about you right now could be regarding a third party situation, okay? Someone's trying to push boundaries. Someone may be testing your limits right now, okay? Especially with this Three of Wands here, because it seems like somebody here that you're no longer waiting on. It seems to be going through your boundaries, okay? Where you're setting boundaries as you, or you may need to set boundaries, okay? Where you're just saying this person is not going to be crossing over your doorstep, okay? For somebody though, you definitely having to, if you're having to work with people that you're not happy with, you need to set some form of boundaries, okay? Some of you no longer want to wait for some clarity regarding this father figure or emperor, because you're going to end up crossing path with this person. Could be a father figure. It's a destiny encounter. It's about to happen between you and someone here, this emperor here, okay? It's something that's destined to take place. This is what he wants. He wants to actually accidentally cross path with you, okay? But this person could be pushing your boundaries here. Or feel like you're pushing their boundaries, okay? Vice versa. What you need to know about them is this Seven of Cups, that somebody does have a choice to make and time is ticking. Yeah, it's complicated. It seems to be more complex than it seems, this situation, when somebody has to make a choice, okay? Because the rumors that are flying around right now, somebody could be smoke and mirrors. But don't be fooled by somebody's appearance here, air sign. Because when this bad news comes in, okay, or this gossip that's going around, okay, some of you may end up having to cut somebody off, okay? Because you're letting go and letting God. The Knight of Swords there that's rushing in as the outcome could be yourself here. But somebody here has got a facade of concern. Someone's concern may not be sincere. They seem to be hiding some ulterior motive. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, okay? Because there's definitely been some hidden agenda here, air signs. Someone has a hidden agenda and motive, reason why they want to be around you or come into your life, okay? Or how they really feel about you. They've got a hidden agenda, so they don't want nothing serious. They want to be able to come in and out of your life, even if it's just to have sex, okay? They just want to have fun. That's what I'm picking up from somebody here, okay? Let's see what other message here for air signs. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. If this resonates with you, air signs, please like, share, subscribe. Let's see. Whoa. Definitely toxic love here. This is a pattern. Somebody could have some form of addiction here, okay? And it's being very manipulated. Some of you within a dysfunction relationship or a dysfunction family situation where there was a lot of conflict going on, okay, in the past. For some of you right now, though, in the present situation, you're going to have spotlight. Somebody could be popular on a platform. Some of you could be dealing with a narcissist that loves attention here, and that's the real story, okay? Somebody here is going to get the real story about somebody here that could be on a platform, okay? But some of you could be dealing with a narcissist that's wearing a mask, okay? And pretending to be something that they're not. You're dealing with a player. Yeah, this is somebody who you could be carrying some silent resentment. This is the fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Yeah, they're reminiscing, they're missing you. They're feeling lonely, but they're using substance to cope right now here, air signs, okay? This is his thoughts on the situation. They might be reminiscing about you because they're getting the silent treatment because they're a player, okay? They're missing you, they're feeling lonely, but they're definitely taking some form of drugs to actually deal with the situation right now. And how he thinks about you. This is for Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. How do they think about you? You got avoidance. Somebody could have ghosted. They could be in hiding. There's definitely been some conflicted here or introspection, but somebody's feeling guilty about the rumors that are going around or about somebody here who's not stepping out in faith, okay? Someone's avoiding or ghosting here. That's how they think about you, okay? That you're avoiding or you could have ghosted them, alright? Or you're in hiding. How they feel about you? They feel like it's unfinished business here, air signs. Somebody might want to propose, want forgiveness, reconciliation. They want to fix the issues. But this is somebody here who's trying to push your boundaries here. They're testing your limits. This is somebody here that you no longer want to be waiting for, okay? Or put you in a third party situation, because you're going to end up crossing paths because this is what they want, okay? But this person's childish, okay? They're immature, they've got insecurities, and there could be verbally conflicts going on here, okay? Because they're dealing with somebody who's got victim mentality, okay? They don't really care. They only care about themselves, alright? Now, what you need to know about this person here, what's making it complicated, somebody's looking within. They got some inner knowing or self-awareness. Somebody needs to be honest, okay? Because especially when it concerns it's being complicated and having choices here, okay? Somebody needs to go within, because they're trying to avoid you or ghost you here rather than actually tell the truth and shame the devil. Tell me about the advice for you right now, because you should not be fooled by your parents, because somebody's got smoke and mirrors here, alright? And you're coming with gossip. They say opposite attract. It seems like somebody here, you're going to get some bad news regarding some bad boy. You both have different beliefs, but there's insane attraction between you both. And you kind of balance each other out somehow here. But the bad news, there's going to be some bad news coming through regarding this person, or some gossip regarding this person. Or it could even be about yourself dealing with a bad boy, okay? Because somebody's on some heart repair here. Somebody needs to heal. Because the outcome here is showing that somebody's very stubborn, bossy, selfish, guarded, inflexible. They lack empathy, okay? And they're wearing a mask, okay? They're insincere. They've got ulterior motive here, air signs, okay? That's how they really feel about you, because somebody here next flicks and chill. Somebody is definitely sneaking around with friends with benefits, spending time with someone, lying about their whereabouts, okay? Some of you could already know, some of you could be finding out now. Any other message here for air signs? Because someone said, oh hell nah. Let's see, somebody's saying hell nah. Because in this past situation, this toxic love, they didn't forget to text back. They just remembered they don't care that much. Phones stay in hands 24/7. If you're not getting a reply, it's not a glitch in the matrix, it's a red flag on silent mode. Return to sender, okay? Because somebody here right now in the past there who wasn't texting you back or contacting you back here, alright? In the present position right now, spotlight, you can't fix someone who thinks you're the problem here, air signs. They blame you for their mood, the mess, and their mom issues. Sweetheart, you're not the enemy, but they sure treat you like one. And that's what they do, because they're doing the blame game. Somebody is portraying or projecting onto you their own issues here, air signs. You're not too much, you're just emotionally snack size. You're a garment, honey. If they can't handle all your spice, sauce, and substance, they're not your match. They're a mouthful of bland, okay? Because this is somebody here who wants to is reminiscing about you, because they're feeling lonely and they're using substance to cope with it. Love shouldn't feel like you're competing in the Hunger Games. If you're constantly trying to win their attention, approval, or affection, may the odds be ever in your favor, because that ain't love, that's survival mode here, alright? Because that's how they feel about you. They're avoiding, they've been ghosting, okay? That's what they think about you. Introspection, somebody's feeling guilty. That's what they feel about you here. That's why they're avoiding you. They don't want a partner, they want a mom with benefits. You're hearing this here, air signs. If you're packing lunches, doing laundry, and soothing egos, congratulations. You're this unpaid life coach. Let him addle on his own dime, sis. Okay? Let him do it in his own time. Because you seem to be doing too much, I'm hearing for your air signs. Because how they feel about you, it seems like you've changed your whole vibe to be easier for them. EW. They said you're too much, too loud, too sensitive, and now you're quieter and sadder. Guess what? That's not love, that's shrinking for scraps here, okay? That's why they're coming back and they say that they got unfinished business with you, okay? They're pushing the boundaries here with you here, air sign, okay? This is somebody here who's could have put in a third-party situation. Some of you are no longer waiting, okay? What he wants from you, this childish, immature person who's verbally abusing you, okay? You need to stop chasing potential. This ain't Build-A-Bear. He's not just figuring it out. He's fully grown and floundering. You are not an emotional sculpture. Find someone already built, not still in beta testing, okay? Because they're very childish. This is what it's trying to let you know, how this person's feeling about your air sign. You need to look within, okay? Because the answers are within you, okay? What you need to know about this person. You're the whole buffet. Stop crying over someone who didn't bring a plate. You bring flavors, seasoning, and dessert. If someone walks away from that, they're not hungry for love. They're just bland, okay? Somebody for this person may need to go within, okay? And right now, the advice for air signs. The intimacy lacks the luster. Repeat after me. I will not confuse lust with love. You can't build a relationship on spicy chemistry alone. Eventually you'll crave actual connection and snacks. So this is somebody here who was just, like I said, just being a player for sex. But some of you right now, you need to realize and don't confuse sex with love, okay? Or lust with love, right? Because the outcome's showing you're not overreacting. You're finally reacting to being ignored, dismissed, and gaslit. They told you you're crazy, dramatic, too sensitive. No, babe, you're just finally seeing the nonsense clearly. Congratulations. That's why some of you had to walk away from people and things that no longer serve you. And at the bottom, you can't heal together if one of you is the reason the other person needs healing. It's not romantic, it's toxic trauma bonding. Isn't a soulmate connection, it's a cycle. Break it before it breaks you here, air sign. If this resonates with you, air sign, please like, share, subscribe. What message from Spirit did I want to tell you regarding this situation right now for air signs? If this resonates with you, air signs, please press that like button. Share for those who may need to hear it. And count all your blessings, even the small ones. Show gratitude and appreciation for all that you have in your life and all that has yet to come into it. Your best days are still ahead of you. Isn't that a wonderful thought here, air signs? And sit in silence for a moment and listen. The answer you have been seeking are finally coming to you. Truly trust and believe that you are going to make it and be exactly where you need to be. We are on this journey with you. Hang in there. It's not much longer, okay? Because somebody has been treating you as an option here, air sign, okay? That's how they feel about you, that you're just there to play for the good times, okay? Resilience is one of the strongest qualities you have. It has gotten you through so many trials and tribulation in the past, and it will continue to do so. Lean on that inner tower of strength anytime that you need it. You got this here, air signs. And at the bottom for all of you, no matter how much you are being tested or pushed right now, stand your ground and push back. Believe in your own integrity and self-worth so much that no one can get in your way. Have the confidence to move forward. You can and will do this, air signs. Okay? If this resonates with you, air signs, please like, share, subscribe. I send you love and light. Namaste.